Okay, we're going to work our way into the interior cabin of the vehicle up front here, so that's going to be our next step in the presentation. We'll start with sound deadening. Sound deadening procedures were here, some typical, some not so typical. Starting with the doors have multi-layer sound deadening treatments. The whole outer skin on the inside of the door was sprayed with a spray deadener. Then we did a layer of Dynamat matte material against the outer skin. Then we did a full layer on the inner skin level. And then also even the door panel on the back side of the door panel even has sound deadening. So there's 3 layers plus some spray material inside all the doors, making them pretty solid, pretty quiet. Now on the interior, we've also the roof and everything. The floors, not only has got the typical Dynamat layer treatment, we went a little past something a little unique. We got 100 pounds of hand molded clay in the whole floorboard of the vehicle to give it an extra deadening. Got custom floor mats made to go around the kick panels. The floor mats got a little foam. That's kind of important for the sound quality part of it. It's not for looks, it's to keep any floor vibration out of the judge's feet when they're listening, which is an important factor that we may talk about later. Seating, going into the seating. This particular vehicle, the seating has been completely reconfigured. What it came from the factory was like a 6 on the driver's side. All that's been rebuilt. We have 2 matching bucket seats now. Now with these bucket seats, we totally redid all the seat mounting. The seats have both been moved into the center. Both seats have been moved over 3 or 4 inches and moved back as far as we could go, which in a Ranger isn't a lot of room, but about an extra 2 inches or so. So we have side-by-side seating for sound quality purposes. So this seating, we have such a huge acoustical challenge in this vehicle being so small, so confined, so close to the speakers. We needed every inch we could possibly get. So we totally redid all the seating. You can see here, this is some of the distance represented where the seats are moved over. You can see how close they are side-by-side seating. Now, very unique feature. Now from the other side of the vehicle, you can get a good view of the seating where this seat has been also moved over to the center and back. For the center seating to help the staging and imaging of the sound quality, the seats are side-by-side seating, so you get a good view of that from there. Now also with the seats, right here in the center is the Sony controller for the radio. Now this is at your fingertips, so while you're driving, where you don't have to reach up, part of the scoring criteria, you can control the radio right here from the seat. This moves back and forth with the seat. You can do all the functions. Even if you don't want it here, it's removable. You can take the controller off and store it to control the radio. Speaking of the radio, in here we have the Sony ES radio. Now this dash has been totally reconfigured for the new radio, so the opening is a nice flush, tight opening for the radio. It's all been finished back out, textured and painted the factory color. And right below here, what used to be a pull-out ashtray is now the audio control 3.1 preamp controller equalizer, nice flushly mounted. So this whole bezel piece looks just like it came from Ford with these pieces in it. Opposite side of the dash over here is, you'll see there'll be a little switch control panel. This controls the system. We can turn different functions, neon and controls here, on and off here. Now for the front stage imaging on the driver's side, we have custom made kick panels. In the kick panels, these are MB-Court Q series. These are the 5 1/4. Now on the driver's side, we had to accommodate for the emergency brake. The emergency brake had to be moved over approximately 3.5 inches and a little bit back forward to accommodate for the speaker. Emergency brake functions perfectly still. You can get a good view of the passenger side kick panel, get a little less obstruction, but that's what it looks like on the passenger side. matching tweeters up on the A-pillar. So up here on the A-pillar, same process, flush, molded in, factory finish. The quart 1-inch Q tweeters are installed. If you also notice, to help the tweeters out, the windshield's been tinted, and we also have some little buffer pads here right above the tweeters to help the harsh reflection of the sound from the windshield to the tweeter. Helps out with the sound quality. So that's the front stage in the vehicle in the dash. Now for the door, what we have in here is an 8-inch subwoofer. It's a Dyne Audio 8, very impressive 8, has a 4-inch voice coil. It's a slim mount, allows us to fit. The window works perfectly, it's not obstructed, nothing wrong there. So that's the whole front end, front stage provides all the excellent sound quality in this vehicle. So that's the front cabin area pretty much as a whole, and we'll move on to the next section.